Holy moly. I can smell it. It smells so good. Oh, man. Hey everyone, I'm Jacqueline Maines, your hostess with the mostest at America's Best Restaurants. And today we're in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, otherwise known as Christmastown, checking out Hanoverville Roadhouse, a over 200-year-old building. And I can't wait to see the history and the treats they have in store for us. Let's go check it out. Jacqueline.
Mark.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So tell me, how did you get into the restaurant industry? Give me a little background.
All right. Well, growing up, my grandparents owned a restaurant on Main Street in Bethlehem.
Okay.
So I spent a lot of time there in the kitchen, picking at the pickles and stuff like that.
So is this your hometown then?
I was born and raised in Bethlehem.
Awesome.
When I turned 18, I went to bartending school and started bartending at local places. And in '96, I moved to Los Angeles. And
okay, that's a big change.
It is. I just needed something different.
Yeah, you want to shake things up a little bit.
Right. So I moved to LA, started to manage bars in Los Angeles area in Southern California. And in 2000, I was just done with the traffic in LA and decided to come back home. Started a construction company here in Bethlehem. Did that for many years and am still doing it. And
man of many talents.
But I always bartended on the side.
Yeah.
It was always fun, extra cash, got to meet some good people. And it's like, well, I need something for retirement. Construction guys typically don't have 401ks or anything, so I want to do some sort of investment.
Sure.
And I decided to buy a restaurant and bar, so I looked for many years. Nothing really appealed to me. For about 10 years I looked.
Oh, wow.
And finally,
wow, that's a long search.
It is. I'm very, very picky.
You knew if you were going to land on something, it was going to be like the one.
I mean, it's a lot of money to invest, so you got to make sure.
That's
you
true.
Make sure it's a one. And my realtor brought me into this, and I walked through the door, and right away, I saw the potential. It was a fixer-upper, if you want to say that.
And I imagine with your construction background, that's why you were able to see it.
Right.
Not everybody can see the full vision in front of them when what they're looking at isn't necessarily where they want it to be.
I did the walkthrough and I'm already picturing what needs to be done, what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then I bought the place, and literally like the second day I was here, I started just tiling a side room or doing repairs.
Sure.
And I would do it as we close down at 10 o'clock. I'd turn the lights up and I'd work till 4 in the morning working on it.
Holy smokes. How exhausting. Like, you must be totally so tired.
It was tiring, but I didn't want to lose revenue by closing during the day.
Right,
so I worked through the night.
Put in the work.
And here we are.
Fantastic. Yeah. So what's an appetizer that I need to try that,
a unique
one? Sure, yes, please do.
How about a Roadhouse punch? It's a signature punch.
I trust you. You've been behind the bar enough. I trust your judgment.
So this is
what's it got in it?
Morgan.
Okay.
I'm gonna put some in there.
We're starting off right.
Then we're gonna do a little orange juice.
Yeah. Beautiful.
A little pineapple juice.
Okay. Fruity and spicy.
I hope you have a sweet tooth.
I do.
A little bit of ginger ale.
Oh, nice.
And grenadine.
Oh, that's just pretty.
But we gotta shake it up.
Okay. Gotta give it a good little mix, a little toss.
Mixer, not too much because we've got some soda in it.
Yeah, true. Might go psh.
And that is our Roadhouse punch.
Awesome. Is this something that you
This is something
created?
that I created, yes.
I'm not surprised.
It's also a very good summer drink.
Oh yeah,
Very
that's fresh. Very refreshing. That is, I can imagine myself.
So by the pool.
beach or the pool, sun. That's good.
Appetizer.
And probably a little dangerous because
they will go
it's
down
like
very
juice.
easy.
I just keep sipping it down. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Appetizer wise.
Yes, please.
This is our Reuben pierogies.
Reuben pierogies, eh? That is something that I've never heard of. Tell me more about this. I mean, we're in Pennsylvania, so pierogies.
Pierogies, Pennsylvania Dutch.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Kinda go
a
hand in hand.
Reuben flair.
Yes.
Okay.
I woke up one morning starving and I was thinking about pierogies and Reuben, so I came in and went back to Chef Jeremy and said, hey, let's cook me up some pierogies. Let's slap some corned beef, Swiss, some sauerkraut, and some Russian dressing on that.
Yes.
And this is what was created, and it turned out better than I thought it would. So that is on our permanent menu now.
All right, I gotta take this bite down a little bit. Holy moly, I can smell it. It smells so good. Oh man, that is good. The sauerkraut gives it just that little kick that it needs. It is comfort food. It is.
That's a meal in itself.
Oh, for sure. This is your appetizer. I'd be like hard pressed, first of all, not to finish it because it's delicious, but also so full because you've got so much packed into this. Oh, I love the dressing, the creaminess from the dressing and the cheese, and then the pierogi, of course. Like, that just makes you feel warm on the inside.
Oh, definitely.
Oh my goodness, that's so good. So good on this creation. Well done. I like the way your brain works. So you mentioned Chef Jeremy is the one who put this together.
Yes.
Let's go hop back in the kitchen and see what else he has for us.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Back in the kitchen with Chef Jeremy, and I want to tell you, what are you gonna make? I want you to tell me, what are we making? Man?
So we're gonna make one of our most popular dishes that have been here for a long time, our butter rum chicken.
Cool.
So
Buttered rum chicken. All right, I'm down for that.
yeah.
Where do we start?
All right. So
By we, I mean you.
that's right. We're gonna get our pan on. We are going to
Get gloved up.
glove up because we're gonna handle some raw chicken. We're gonna get a little butter
Yeah.
in the pan. We're gonna take our chicken breast. We're gonna lightly flour them. Both sides. Always put our presentation side down first.
I did not know that. Good to know.
Yep. And we don't need that anymore. Then we're gonna season it.
Is that a special seasoning, or can you tell me a little bit
So-
about what's in it?
It's I call it spog, so it's salt, pepper. So there's black pepper, white pepper, granulated onion, and granulated garlic.
Oh, cool.
Then we're gonna let this brown up. Just gotta take a minutes.
This is one of the OG dishes.
Yes.
What are some of the other ones that have been on the menu for a while?
Our French onion soup.
Yes.
That recipe's been here forever, and our clam chowder, which is a white clam chowder, is a little bit different than a traditional clam chowder.
How so?
It has dill in it.
Really?
Yeah. So
I bet you that's delicious. I mean, I think dill with like salmon, so why would it not go with clam
Right.
chowder? But I've never had that. Okay.
You know, that's been a staple here for a long, long time. They actually won a soup off or whatever years ago.
Oh, cool.
So it's one of those things where it's always on the menu.
Yeah.
We always have it, and we sell a lot of it.
Awesome.
So that's got about 30 seconds yet till we brown that off.
Sure.
So once we flip the chicken and brown it, we're gonna add our pineapple.
Okay, a little sweet.
Okay.
Yep.
Now we're gonna go and we're gonna add our rum.
About to get some fire. Oh my God. I don't know how you don't burn your eyebrows off, man.
And then we're gonna add just a little bit of a light chicken stock
Okay.
in there. And from that, we're gonna add some cold butter. We're gonna add some brown sugar,
Yes.
and we're gonna add some fresh, nice roasted, toasted cashews.
There's the cashews.
And then basically, all we're gonna do is we're gonna let this reduce.
That's gonna be so beautiful.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of the
Sweetness
sweet,
to
some
it.
nuttiness
Yep.
to it. And how long do you usually let that kind of, get
Until
together,
the-
simmer down?
The sauce reduces down until when it's thickened,
Nice.
and it's pretty much done.
Gorgeous. All right, we're gonna let this sauce do its thing and then come back for tasting. All right, so this beautiful dish is now been plated, cooled us just a little bit. But before I take a bite, I wanna ask you, so you guys didn't hear this when we were waiting for the dish to finish. Jeremy was talking about, we heard jerk aioli, and Austin and I are like, what? Jerk aioli? We've never heard about that. So I want break that down for me a little bit, like how you use it and how you created it.
Okay, so our wings, we do a jerk wing, which is a blend of Caribbean spices along with a Jamaican relish, which is pickled watermelon rind and bell pepper. From that,
Beautiful.
we mix that with the mayonnaise to make the aioli, so we can kind of do our own twist on the bang bang shrimp, where
Love
everybody
that.
does like a sweet Thai chili and mayonnaise for that. So it just gives us something a little different than everybody else.
Yeah, a new little flavor. That's so creative. All right, and then tell me a little bit more about how you use that in other ways, right?
Right, we do. Like I said, we use it as a wing sauce. We use a jerk aioli. We marinate
sauce.
chicken in it. We do a jerk chicken. I've done sandwiches with it. We've done half jerk chickens with it. And it seems to go really well. It's got a little sweet, little heat to it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna cut this part off, or else I'm just gonna have too much in my mouth. I lost my toppings. I wanted the cashews and there we go. Thank you. Thanks for the assist, man. All right. Okay. Oh, it's dripping already. Oh man, that's delicious.
Yeah.
Really cool flavors going on.
Yeah, it's different.
It's like that sweetness of the pineapple.
Yep.
And then that cashew brings just a nice little crunch and kind of just
Nuttiness.
deepens the flavor profile. Yum, that is good. That's a good sauce too. I would sop that up with bread for sure. That is good. Man, high five. All right, Chef Jeremy's got it going on and I can't wait to taste what he's got next, so let's do it. So now I'm back with Mark, the owner of Hanoverville Roadhouse. And tell me a little bit about your vision for this place when you took ownership. Because it was existing, right?
It was existing. It was a turnkey restaurant. When I first walked in, it reminded me of Grandma's basement. Doilies everywhere, curtains, pink paint. It needed a lot of help. Acoustical white ceiling. It had water stains in it. And my vision was to make it kind of reminiscent of the old time, not saloons, but like a farmhouse type.
Yeah, because it has that on the exterior too.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like a little house. It's
Yes.
very cute. So that was part of your vision behind what you wanted to do aesthetically.
Aesthetically, yes. Then menu-wise, it had a pretty decent menu, but the menu, from what I understand, wasn't changed in years. It was just the same stuff. So when I brought Chef Jeremy in, we went over the menu and decided, what's selling, what's not selling, what are people asking for.
Right, yeah.
So I did a lot of talking with guests, a lot of table visits, and what
Super
would you
smart.
like to see on our menu?
Yes, yeah, go to the people.
Exactly.
What do people want?
They're the ones that have been coming in for 20, 30 years.
Right, right.
So why not? And so we did that, brought some other stuff in just to try, and just trial and error to see what would work. And the menu is what it is today with the help of Chef Jeremy.
Super cool. So when I'm gonna take a bite into this, but before I do, tell me about some of your finds during the renovations, because you have a construction background.
I own a construction company.
Okay,
also.
so you know what you were doing.
So I did all the renovations myself. Yes. Some of the finds.
Literally a labor of love.
Yes, blood, sweat, and tears. Some of the finds were in our private room. And this is the most recent one, actually. Last summer, an old employee came in and said there was a trap door in that room.
Okay,
So,
you're like,
So I let it pass for a couple weeks. It was bothering me. And I went in and stomped around one night and found a hollow spot. Pulled up the carpet. There was a trap door. I opened the trap door. There is a shaft that went down about 16 feet
oh my gosh.
below the basement. I threw a ladder down there and a light went down, and it was an old tunnel.
You're a brave man. If I saw a shaft 16 feet deep, I would have ran for the hills. But you're like, I'm curious. I got to see what's down there. Oh my goodness.
So I went down with a flashlight, and it was an old tunnel that was converted into a cistern at some point.
There's
But
a tunnel under here. That is so
I don't
cool.
know the history of it.
Right.
It's so old. It's original to the property, which is 1825. So
Wow.
that could be Underground Railroad times.
Right.
It could be Prohibition. I'm not quite sure.
So tell me some of the other ways that you've kind of leaned into the history of this town and even of this building as far as decor and what you brought in. Because when we were talking, definitely you leaned into that.
I love to preserve history.
Yeah.
I don't like to see things die. I don't like to see everything just end up in the landfill and forgotten about.
Sure.
An old theater in Bethlehem that's been there since the 1930s, the Boyd Theater. I was a property manager for several years before that closed. It has since been demolished earlier this year, but I own the entire contents of it because I was a property manager. And also, prior to demolition, I was granted salvage rights for whatever was left.
Oh, cool.
Which was the old brass sconces up in the ceiling.
Oh, you just had like so many things to work with.
Right. So
As
I'm
far as
slowly bringing that in as decor and to preserve history and let people will continue talking about
that's
it.
so neat. Even like the doors that I saw that are behind us.
Right behind us. They're from the original green room when it was a vaudeville theater back in the 1930s. Those are the actual. It has the graffiti from the actors from the 1930s on it.
Love that.
But I have a lot of this stuff is Boyd related. But I've also been to auctions when the Newburgh Inn was torn down. I went and I bought artifacts from the Newburgh Inn, which is up the road. 40 Below, which is a nightclub that no longer exists. That was below the Boyd Theater.
Really?
A lot of stuff from that. If something's going out of business, that was a long staple in the community. I want to try and preserve it.
Yes, because this has been a long staple in the community. Kind of tying that all together. That's really cool. This burger is so delicious. I've dove in like a couple times. It's juiced all over me. There is, tell me what's on this burger. I definitely tasted barbecue sauce because it is like a delicious barbecue sauce.
This is
my gosh.
our ground beef patty. We put some pulled pork on there. We put some cheese, lettuce, onions, barbecue sauce, tomatoes. And this makes it the Hanover the Top burger.
Hanover the Top. Cute. I like it. Good play on words. That is, I mean, it is juicy. It is flavorful.
Our burgers are
gosh, flavorful. And then so this is, look at the layers on this bad boy. I mean, beautiful. Talk to me about this dessert.
This is my mother's creation. My mother is a baker here. She bakes our desserts in-house.
Oh, I love that.
This is a chocolate pecan pie cake. So it is a chocolate pie. I'm sorry, a chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
With a pecan pie in the center, covered with chocolate ganache.
Holy smokes. I've never had pie within a cake. But brilliant. Like, what a fantastic concept. Like, why haven't people done this before? This is, so pecan pie. Oh, yes. I am so, and then ganache on top. This has got to be a big seller.
It is. All of our desserts are very big sellers.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You still get the ooey gooey. I call that ooey gooey of the pecan, and then the richness of that chocolate cake and the ganache.
Yes, I love the
Holy
ganache.
moly. Oh man, kudos to your mama. She's doing it right. And then what is your dessert over there?
This one here is our Hershey Dream. So this is a chocolate cake layered with cream cheese filling and the same chocolate ganache on top.
A cream cheese filling.
Cream cheese filling.
Yum. I'm reaching across. I'm diving in
absolutely.
on that. I'm totally diving. You should get some with me, but I'm diving in on it for sure. Cream cheese filling, chocolate cake, and ganache.
Chocolate
Ganache, I think, might be one of my favorite words. It's fun to say, and it's delicious. Ooh. Those are some, the cream cheese filling, like that is such a beautiful flavor to pair with the chocolate. That makes it super rich and
It's very good.
Oh, yeah.
That's a meal in itself.
one that I'd be like, some people say that some desserts, they're like, oh, it's too rich. I'm like, not for me. I can still finish a whole giant piece
And
of
it's too
chocolate.
rich, I'm taking the rest home.
Too rich. I say challenge accepted. Oh my goodness. So tell me, do you have any like favorite memories to share, things that have happened here since you've taken ownership? Events that have happened or the way that people have used this space?
I didn't know this before I bought the place, but apparently it has a haunted history.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoy that. That's right down my alley.
Yes.
I've always been into that. So it was just carry on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Because I didn't find out until I bought it, the actual history. So there's quite a few events that happen. People touching you, things moving.
I noticed the skeletons too, so I see
Yes.
where you
Yeah.
tied that in. Okay. That makes sense
I
now.
also love Halloween, so I've got my big skeletons outside, and I'll leave the guy out front all year long. People love them out there.
Yep.
Plus, I just don't have a place to store them, honestly.
It's a twofold reason.
Yeah, so you can stay out there and greet everybody.
Yeah.
But we've had a couple paranormal shows that have filmed here.
Wow.
And they found
Oh
some
my
interesting
goodness.
things. Once a year, we do a ghost hunt dinner.
That's fun.
That's coming up October 1st this year. It usually sells out. And we do a full 3-course meal. I bring a paranormal group in.
That is awesome idea.
And
How
show,
fun.
I'll show some footage of things we caught on camera. The paranormal group will share some things that they caught while they were investigating.
Wow.
And then we split up into groups. Groups of 20-ish people, 5 different groups.
You have like 100 people that come in to do
We sell
this.
100 tickets, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
use every seat in this place.
Yes. Okay. Wow,
And we
that's an
split
event.
up.
Sure.
Each group gets their own paranormal person, and they travel to the attic, the apartment upstairs, the private room, the bar, and the basement. They get 20 minutes in each location to investigate with a paranormal investigator.
Oh my gosh, how
And they
creepy and
rotate.
cool all at the same time.
It's such a fun night.
Oh, I
Such
bet.
a fun night.
That is awesome that you do that. I love
But
how much you played into the history of this
Yeah.
building. And
We only do it once a year. It's a lot to put together.
I bet it is. I bet.
And I tried it twice a year, and I was just exhausted. The staff was exhausted.
Yeah.
So we'll do it once a year, and that's it.
Yep. I think that's brilliant. Super brilliant. And I'm sure the community loves it. Or do you have people travel to come to that
do
event
have-
too?
Yeah,
It's a little
we've
bit
had
of both.
people travel about an hour or more for that event specifically. And recently we've been having people travel an hour just for dinner.
Fantastic. Dang, that's kudos, man.
Yeah.
This has been a great burger and out of the park dessert. So thank you for sharing your talents that you've got in the kitchen and your mama's baking talents. So tell me, how can we find you online?
We are Hanoverville Roadhouse.com.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook. If you look up Hanoverville Roadhouse Bethlehem on Facebook.
Okay.
Our Facebook is the most current, so that'll have our events all listed on there.
Awesome.
Our daily specials are listed on the Facebook page.
Okay.
We don't put our daily specials on our actual website. It's just easier to put
Sure,
daily
it's-
stuff on Facebook.
Facebook, yeah, so easy to update and stuff like that. Do you have an Instagram or no?
We do have an Instagram and a Twitter, but I can't remember them right now.
That's okay. I'm sure we could just search
Yes.
Hanoverville Roadhouse.
Yes.
Awesome. So now you know where to find this place. If you have not been here and check out maybe the Paranormal Day, just check out their daily specials and the history behind this almost 200-year-old building.
Or come in for happy hour Monday through Friday.
That's right. There you go. You have options.
Yep.
Well, folks, this is Hanoverville Roadhouse. The only thing missing is you. I'm Jacqueline Maines, your hostess with the mostest at ABR. And until next time, where we show you where the best local eats are. Bye, everyone.